everybody, this is Emily from Of Pages and Ink, and today I will be doing my November wrap-up and my December TBR. Today is the first day of December, which means that not only is it 24 days till Christmas, 23 days to Christmas Eve. If you can't tell, I'm excited. But it's also the first day of a movement on Bookler called Read Women that was started by Lady Book Mad, which was created to support women in, women authors. And I don't know if this was a part of it, but I myself have taken it, the books on my TBR are women authors, and they also have women main characters as a support thing for them. A lot of people have started to call this movement sexist because for the month of December they won't be reading male authors, but it's done in support of. It's not excluding them necessarily, because you can read whatever you want to, in general. But if you're taking part in the movement, you can go back to reading male authors in January. You can read male authors all next year. It's just for this month to support women authors. And with that, I'm gonna go to the actual purpose of my video, which was my wrap up of my TBR. So in the month of November, I read 7 books. I only have 4 with me because 2 of the other ones, and actually one of these, were library books and they were due, so I turned them in. So this is what I read in the month of November. I am rereading, if you didn't see, the Lunar Chronicles. And I don't think I had done book talks on them. When I finished the series, I think I'm going to do a series discussion, so look for that. This past month, I also read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I tried to do a book talk on this, and it just sounded like rambling, it didn't make any sense. If I did end up doing one and posting it, I don't remember doing so, but yeah. So there is a review on my Bookler and on my Goodreads. So if you really want to see it, I'll put a link down below, and I'll also put a link, I should have said this earlier, but I'll put a link down to Lady Book Mad's Read Women post if I can find the original post. Yeah, so Six of Crows. I liked Six of Crows. I didn't love it. I think a lot of the hype kind of killed it because it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I mean, I expected it to be good, and it was. But a lot of it was just in my opinion, a lot of it was filler. There's a lot of past moments in the that they're remembering, and flashbacks in the story, which is important, but at the same time it took up a large chunk of space in the story. If you took it all out, it's probably only gonna be that big. And at least that's my own opinion. Still a good book. I love the characters. I really want to read the next one, which I don't remember the title off the top of my head. But, yeah. And like I said, I'm rereading the Lunar Chronicles, so in the month of December, I managed to get through Cinder and Scarlet. But, I am currently working on Cress. And in the month of November, I also read the graphic novel for Legend by Marie Lu, which, the art is beautiful. It's very detailed. My issue with it is if you haven't read the books, there are things that may not make sense, if that makes any sense. It's not that they take things out, it's just the adaptation of it is missing some key points that are important. Still really good though, I did enjoy it. I also read The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adhay. I don't know how to say it, and I'm sorry if I'm absolutely killing your name. which I really, really, really loved. I think I tried to record a book talk, but when I went to edit it, I didn't save it correctly, so it didn't end up, I didn't feel like retaping it. I will try to get back with my book talks. I just need to get to new books that I can talk about that I can, I have sure thoughts on, if that makes any sense. And in my TBR pile, I do have quite a few books that may be in a book talk. I also read The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman and one other person that I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just gonna look real quick. Neil Gaiman, who wrote the story as like a bedtime story, and the illustrator was Chris Riddell. So I read that. That was really good. Wasn't what I was expecting it to be, but it was beautiful and dark, and I loved it. So that's my TBR. I mean, my wrap up. This is my TBR. So like I said, I'm currently reading Cress. And then when I finish Cress, I will be reading, it's a large pile, which I probably won't get through in time for Christmas, and then I'll have more books added. So in the month of December, I'm hoping to read Winter and Fairest, and like I said, when I finish the series, I am going to be doing a series discussion about the series as a whole. There is going to be, I believe it's a novella collection, called... Can't remember what it's called. Hold on, I have a paper. Stars Above, and I also have Marissa Meyer's signature that my cousin got for me, because Marissa Meyer came to my town, but I didn't get to see her because I was working. Anyway, so I believe this is a novella collection by Marissa Meyer as part of the series, but for the sake of my own sanity, I'm just going to review what I got and say that that's it. Because if I wait until February to do it, I'm not going to want to do it anymore. So, after I finish those, I'm probably going to be reading this, and I'm going to have to renew it because it's a library book, but it's Spinning Starlight, which is the second book to Stitching Snow, I believe. I think it's part of that series. Or it's at least or it's in the same universe or something. But, I'm excited. I loved Stitching Snow, so I'm really hoping that I'm gonna like Spinning Starlight. I know that this is based on, I forgot what it's called. I want to say it's like the 12 Swans or something. It's about a girl whose brothers get turned into swans, and she has to go and like reverse it or something like that. I also have A Whole New World by Liz Broswell, which is Aladdin if Aladdin hadn't found the lamp. Let's see, Aladdin had never found the lamp. I found this at Target when I was looking at the books, and I just had to get it because it was beautiful, and Aladdin is one of my favorite movies that I watched when I was growing up as a kid. I loved Robin Williams. I loved the story of Aladdin. I've seen it multiple times. I know all the words to the songs. I was in the musical, the junior musical in middle school, so I had to pick it up. I also have The Immortal Rules, which I won as a part of a giveaway. A friend of mine betwixt these pages won a giveaway, and she was allowed to name a friend to get a book, and she picked me, and I was really honored, and thank you again. And this is what I wanted because I had seen some good stuff, and it was not all that expensive, so she didn't have to spend a whole lot of money. And I know it's about vampires, and I believe the main character is a girl, or is a female character. So, granted, I think A Whole New World may actually have a male lead, because, you know, Aladdin, but it's got Jasmine in it, so I count that. Then I also have Dumplin' by Julie Murphy that I got from Owl Crate, and I dropped all my stuff that was inside it. Fantastic! I'm excited to read it. And then the last one I have is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. I actually said Rachel when I was opening my Owl Crate, and I'm sorry. I most of the way through the video I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. So corrected myself. But I saw this at the library and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever get around to it because I'm trying to read all the books on my shelf that I still need to read. And then I got it in Owl Crate and I was like, well, that solves that problem because now I can read it as part of the books that are on my shelf. So I may actually move this to the top of my pile. But yes, so that is my wrap up and my TBR. I may be posting another video today. I don't know for sure because I do want to post more videos. I don't really know what I want to do yet. So yeah, look for my serious discussion when I finish the Lunar Chronicles. I will not be doing a Top 5 Wednesday video this week because the topic is Top 5 audiobooks, and I've read or listened to one audiobook in my life. So can't really talk about 5 of them if I've only listened to one of them. But I will be doing it next week. So look forward to that too. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.